Hey everyone, Jerry here, and welcome back to my guide to Veteran Walls. Now, the night has passed, it's light outside, there's a spider who wants to kill me. As I mentioned last time, I spent the night digging some more cobblestone, trying to see if I could find some coal. I was not successful, but I managed to make a bunch of stone tools, various kinds. I've used all my wood, so that's a main priority right now, getting some more wood. I picked up my crafting bench and my furnace, and now it's time to go outside here and deal with this spider. I'm just gonna stay here in my narrow crevice. And I noticed there was a skeleton out there as well. So that's a bit of a problem. I don't know if I can lure him. I don't know why he's not burning, but I guess I'll have to charge him. There we go. He didn't even hit me. Now there's a zombie up there, most likely trying to get to a animal of sorts. For now he's not bothering us, so I guess we'll just go the other way and see if we can get some wood. Now getting some wood here is the main priority, because if we do end up being without wood, planks more specifically, then we're going to be in for a rough time with the next nightfall, because we'll have nothing to do, as we don't have any, won't be able to make more tools, and thus get more cobblestone. Now, as you can see in my action bar, I made a ton of shovels. Not shovels, axes, of course. This has a lot to do with the fact that axes are both your hunting tool and your wood gathering tool. So I needed to be able to have enough extra ability to cover both of those tasks during the day. Now, as you can see over there, there's desert. So that's not a way I want to go, because there's no food to be had there at all. So instead, I'll cut down at least one more of these trees, and then we shall head in the other direction, trying to find some more animals to kill. Now, the main point of this second day here in the mod is to try and find not only some more food, but also start looking for stuff that'll help you settle down. Like, if you find some place with a couple of chickens that you can easily trap, then that's a pretty good place to set up an early base. Once you get a hemp farm going, seeds are incredibly easy to come by, which means that chickens will be a massive source of food, as you can feed the excess hemp seeds to them and they'll lay eggs for you. Just a raw egg alone heals 1.5 paper fungi, so that's pretty good. Let's see, it appears we have a swamp over here. That's actually pretty good news for us, because that means mushrooms. And there's a piggy as well. So yeah, I think we'll head into the swamp and start gathering some mushrooms and some pigs. And whatever other animals we happen to find in here. Now, before I kill this pig, I just want to make sure I have some planks, so I'm going to cut up all these. And did I get the bark as well? Yeah, I think I did. Excellent. Hey piggy, give me your pork. Little mushroom there. Now, unlike in Little Minecraft, as I mentioned already in the previous tutorial series, you can eat mushrooms for half a paper fungi each. So that's a pretty good thing to have, especially if you're like near a swamp where mushrooms are just plenty. Let's see. Now, in terms of furnace fuel, if you can find birch wood, that is by far the best furnace fuel you can get early game. Each birch log cooks 10 items, and you can get the logs directly with an axe. So that's much greater than the sum of the planks and sawdust you can get out of it combined. Now, I really shouldn't be swimming here. I should have made a boat instead. That's another thing. Boats are your best friend because of the amount of hunger they consume when you travel with them. Let's see. Get some more wood here. And then I actually do think we shall quickly plop down this crafting bench here and make that boat. There we go. Pick it back up. Now, sugarcane isn't the most vital thing ever, but it's still pretty useful eventually, so you might as well just pick up some if you see it. Let's see, over there are plains, that means lots of animals. There's a couple of sheep over there. I'm just gonna leave them for now and go this way out into the jungle. Not the jungle, the swamp. There's a cow over there which might give me some more leather. There's a zombie in the water who does not appear to be holding anything in particular. Like, if he had an iron shovel or something, then it might be worth it trying to kill him. But he appears to be wanting these cows, which I do as well. So I guess we'll have to beat him to it. Okay, he's lighting the cow on fire. We need to... So he actually cooked the meat for us and lit us on fire as well. Good thing there's some water nearby. There we go. So he cooked the meat for us, which is really nice. Let's see, this little island here has a bunch of mushrooms as well, which we can eat. Now, one of the most important things I've noticed that you can look for, at least one of the things that'll help you the most, is pumpkins. Pumpkins, you can grow them as soon as you get your hands on a hoe, and each pumpkin will actually give you 2 pips of hunger if you eat the seeds. So not only are they like an easy to grow crop, but they also fill up quite a bit if you get a large enough field of them. That's the main thing, really. Oh, you can see there's a forest over there with birchwood in it. Now, I don't want to spend the night in the forest because of the wolves, but I do want to get some birchwood if I can for a furnace fuel. And maybe some saplings, depending on how long I want to spend there. But yeah, as I said, second day, finding food and getting wood. That's that should be your main priorities, and then of course keeping an eye out for anything that can help you settle down. Once you have enough of the various, or enough food, then you can start settling down somewhere, preferably close to spawn, as it'll then make it easier for you to find your base again should you die. But other than that, then just go for a spot which provides some nice natural resources without being dangerous. Like you can see right here, I'm next to a normal forest and a taiga forest, or pine forest, spruce forest. By far not the safest place, even though it does have good natural resources. But the walls alone are enough to make your life quite miserable there. But it doesn't appear there are any angry wolves right here, so let's quickly cut down this birch tree. And then we'll have a look at the sun and see how the day's progressing. As long as you make sure that you always have a stone pickaxe on you, you can more or less comfortably use up all your axes trying to get planks and wood. Like, you just have to remember to cut up the logs you get, otherwise you might end up in a sticky situation. So you have 8 raw pork chops, I have a couple of cooked steak, and I have some raw beef. There are many more animals over here, so we might as well save them from the zombies, eat them ourselves. Now, you notice I'm jumping quite a bit. This is because I feel quite comfortable in my food situation, and because I don't want to waste my shovel until it comes to nighttime and I actually have to dig down and start getting set up. Now I saw there's a chicken there. If I have some seeds, I don't. See if I can quickly get some. Be lucky with a seed here. Hemp seed. And get some mushrooms at least. But what I might actually do is take this chicken and spleef it for a bit. There we go. I don't have a torch to give him, but at least he won't be reachable by spiders there. This means that he has a chance of actually surviving a couple of nights. If I could also dig myself down next to him and then spend the night there. But until I actually have some seeds and such to feed him, then it's not really worth it. But it's good to keep it in mind that you can protect the chicken from spiders like that. You stuck down there? But yeah, thankfully, due to us finding the swamp, we're actually pretty good on food. Like, we have nearly 2 full stacks of mushrooms. That's with half a pip each. That's 16 pips, so we can stay alive for quite a while with that. Now, swamps aren't the safest place, but they're also not the most dangerous place for you to stay. Like, there are extra mobs here because there's slimes and such, which will remain there until morning, and they won't disappear. So they can prove a bit of a survival challenge. But on the other hand, you have quite a bit of water that you can escape into. If you have a boat, then you can quickly mount that and get away from stuff. And there's a witch hut over there, which I guess I could hunker down in as well, but that's just asking for trouble. Now, I have not been able to find any coal, which is a shame. So getting down into this cave here might be a bit stupid of me. Instead, I'll have a quick look, and then I'll dig down, or dig into the side here next to it. And block off the entrance. Okay, so we have another hidey hole here for the night. Now, if I do feel brave enough, I can venture out into the cave. But the main thing is really, once morning comes, we need to start looking for surface caves, finding some coal, finding some iron, that sort of thing. That's the next step, really. Now, we're pretty good on food. We need to cook as much of it as we can now. So I'm going to set up my furnace, put in these, and then use the birch wood, because they, as I mentioned before, they burn 10 items each, so that's a lot more than any of the chopped up wood combined. So that's a pretty big advantage for us. Now, as with last night, you need to, if you want to progress at least, you need to spend the night making as many tools as you can. As much as you can carry. It might also not be the worst idea ever to make a chest and keep some stuff in, just so you have some more convenient inventory space. But other than that, this night is going to progress much like the previous one. Getting some materials, like getting some dirt here so I can actually start covering up entrance to caves and such, that's a good thing. Getting some more cobblestone so we can replenish our tools. Like, I used more or less all my axes. So, yeah. That's how this night's going to be spent, and then come morning we shall go out and start searching for surface caves. Like with this stage in the game, that's really where you want to go. We need to find some iron, get that iron pickaxe going, so we actually have a bit of a proper way to use some materials, or get some materials, get more iron. We have some leather now, which is probably not a bad idea to use for some armor. Tunic and some boots here. Now, I forgot to change the texture pack for this recording, so you'll have to deal with it being Sphax and not defaults. But since Sphax has now been officially updated to the new Better Than Wolves version, or at least the Better Than Wolves patch for Sphax has been updated, then that shouldn't be a big issue. Like, everything is still recognizable. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Jerry, and this has been my guide to Better Than Wolves.